Well, good morning and welcome back to the Tennessee Valley this morning. It's 6:50 and a beautiful 62 degrees. Glad that you've joined us today. We're talking education this morning, and we have a very special guest with us in the studio. The first one is Melissa Presswood, who has been here before, and in fact, about last year at this time, I think.
Time last year, yeah.
Yeah, you were here to talk about, I think, maybe even the same event, I'm not sure. But Melissa is with Bradley Central High School, and I think Xander's happy about that because she's an alum. She's a bear. She's a bearette.
That's right.
We're glad to have you with us.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We're talking about the college fair. That's a big event. It happens every year, I guess, doesn't it?
It does. This year we're combining forces with Cleveland High School in Walker Valley, though.
Okay, so that's different than in past years?
That's true. In the past, Cleveland High School has done an event for the whole community, and then the next day, Bradley Central has hosted one on campus at Bradley.
Okay. This is an important time for students as they look toward graduation, and I guess even in their junior years is not too early for them to start deciding.
That's true, and we're opening up
through the schools.
That's true. We're opening up the fair to juniors and seniors because this is a great opportunity for them to begin narrowing down their college search and seeing, what colleges are out there, what majors are out there, and kind of putting that together to decide where they want to go to school.
Okay. What's the process? How do they go about doing that?
Well, we've been visiting classes to promote the college fair to students and to teachers, and students must fill out a permission slip to ride the buses with us to the college fair. We're each taking a group of students at different times throughout the day, and so we should have close to between 1,000 and 1,500 students there.
Really?
Is what we're hoping.
Wow, so this is a big event. That's amazing. You're going to need several buses?
Yes, we will.
Well, let's talk about the colleges themselves or universities. What's unique about each one? I guess there are different aspects of each college that students would look at and say, well, no, that doesn't fit my needs, but this one may.
Right.
Talk about the colleges.
It just depends on, what the student wants to major in when they graduate from high school, what college they will choose. And at this college fair, we have over 50 local and national schools that will be in attendance. And we've got, local colleges such as Cleveland State, Lee University, UTC, UTK. We've also got some national colleges. We've got colleges from North Carolina, South Carolina.
Really?
Even in Chicago, we've got a college coming from there. And then there's different, we don't just have 4-year and 2-year schools too, though. We've got a lot of career and technical schools that will be coming. We've got, if students are interested in cosmetology, we've got new concepts coming.
And Bradley Central has, that's a part of the technical, I don't know what you call it, but that's a part of the curriculum at Bradley Central. So that's, if they're in that program, be a great entrance into college. What about other schools in Tennessee like MTSU or
they will
Tennessee
be there.
Tech?
MTSU will be there, Tennessee Tech, East Tennessee State University. Lots of our local Tennessee colleges will be in attendance.
Now, how do the colleges and universities themselves respond when you tell them we're going to have a college fair and 1,000 teenagers show up? How do they react?
They enjoy it. We've had so many colleges who have responded saying they would love to come. We sent out invitations at the beginning of August, and like I said, we've had over 50 colleges already respond saying that they would love to be in attendance. This is a great opportunity for them too, to get all of our students in one place where they can start recruiting students from different high schools.
And I suppose at the fair, the colleges give all kinds of information, but basically they try to target the students' needs at that point and entice them to come. It's a sales pitch, isn't it?
It is. It really is. That's what college representatives do. They're selling their school to our students. And so our students can get lots of information when they're at the fair. They can talk about the admissions process. They can talk about applications and tuition and fees, scholarships, lots of different things.
And what about public versus private schools? How does a student go about deciding between the two?
We've been working with our students on choosing the right college for them, and that's one of the things they need to look at, the size of the school, whether they do want it to be private or public, the different opportunities available at that school, because lots of different schools have different things to offer, and it just depends on what the student wants, those characteristics to be in the college.
And there's a number of private schools right here in this area. Of course, you mentioned Lee University. You've got Bryan over in Dayton. You've got Tennessee Wesleyan in Athens, and Covenant in Chattanooga. There's just a number up in Maryville. There's a private school up there. Just a number of private universities and colleges. So they have a great selection. How difficult is it to get, for students to get accepted into these type schools?
It just depends on the student and the different criteria for admissions for each of the different schools. Students should, when they're applying to schools, they should choose, a range of schools when they apply. They have a safety school that they know they can get into, that they know they meet the admissions requirements to.
Okay.
But they should also apply to reach schools as well, because you never know what that school is looking for in their admissions criteria. Schools want to have diverse student populations as well, and so they choose students on a variety of different characteristics. So we tell our students to always apply for those reach schools that you're not sure that you can get into, but you really want to.
Okay, now Melissa, you mentioned reach schools. I have to admit, I don't know what that is. So explain what a reach school is.
That would be a school that maybe the admissions criteria are a little bit higher than what the student has been achieving. And so it might be a stretch for them to get into that school, but you never know. And so they should apply just in case they're able to. It's kind of a stretch for them to get in there, but they might be able to.
What, you may not even know this statistic, but what percentage of students in these 3 high schools actually end up going to Lee University? I know Lee has a lot of local students.
They do. I'm not sure what the percentage is actually, but a lot of our students do choose to go there. The dual enrollment program has really helped with that as well, I think, because a lot of students choose to do dual enrollment while in high school, either at Cleveland State or Lee University. And some of our students choose to continue at Lee or Cleveland State once they graduate from high school.
So they can actually take college credit while they're in high school.
They can. It's a
Dual
great
enrollment.
opportunity. We have a lot of our students that will graduate from high school with 6 or 12 credits already.
Well, we're blessed to have a school of the caliber of Lee right here in our community that is really nationally recognized by accrediting organizations, and they do a great job in their particular focus. One of them is, of course, education, the College of Education, and the School of Music is just outstanding and nationally recognized in that area. So it's good for the students to have those kind of choices.
It
right
is.
Here.
Great opportunities locally for our students.
Yeah. We have to take a break, come back and talk to you a little more about some of the things, and then we're going to talk to Becky from the Cleveland City Schools. Of course, Melissa's from Bradley Central. But we're going to take a break, come back and catch up on our headline news, and we'll talk more about the college fair, so please stay with us.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535. located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Do you want to own your own business? Have you dreamed of being your own boss? If so, you do not want to miss the Be Your Own Boss Expo coming to Bradley Square Mall in Cleveland, Tennessee on Saturday, September 17th. If you're interested in owning your own business or working from home, be sure you come out to this free Be Your Own Boss Expo. If you currently own a small business and want networking opportunities and want to display your products or services, there are still tables available. For more information or to reserve your table, visit byobexpo.net or call 865-368-1095.
7:01 your time, and it's 62 degrees on this beautiful Monday morning. Glad you joined us today. We're talking education this morning, and we'll get back and talk to Melissa Presswood in just a moment about the college fair. Then we're going to talk to Becky Guthrie from Cleveland City, Cleveland High School, Cleveland City Schools. But right now, let's see what's going on around the region with headline news. Cleveland's water supply is safe. That's good news. That word from Cleveland Utilities General Manager Tom Wheeler after the release of mercury into the Hiwassee River on Monday. That was by Olin Corporation. Olin says it happened due to the storms on Monday that flooded areas of Charleston and caused the Olin treatment lagoons to overflow into the river. But the city water's supply intake is far upstream from where the spill happened, so everything is okay. The community and the nation paused yesterday to remember the September 11th terrorist attack on the United States 10 years ago. A large crowd gathered at 3 p.m. Sunday at the Conn Center to remember the more than 3,000 victims who died in the Twin Towers collapse and honor the first responders who ran toward the danger. Area police agencies are warning elderly citizens to be on the lookout for scam artists. Police say one scam involves telling a person they have won a lottery but must first send a check to pay for the income taxes. One elderly gentleman lost $5,000, so be on the lookout. Bradley Central High School officials are taking steps to combat a trend of excessive unexcused absences by some students this year. More than 100 students and their parents were given a special invitation to hear juvenile court magistrate Kurt Benson tell them what to expect if their unexcused absences continue. They said if the problems persist, the parents and students could wind up in juvenile or family court. Go to school. Let's take a look at your weather forecast and see what's happening weather-wise. It's looking pretty good today. Mostly sunny, a high of 83. Tomorrow, more sunshine. This is perfect fall weather, I think. That's one man's opinion. A high of 87 tomorrow. Wednesday, chance of rain, a high of 88 with overnight lows. Great sleeping weather, don't you think?
Great sleeping weather.
And overnight lows, look at there, in the upper 50s, and then on Wednesday, maybe 61. Right now, it's a very pleasant 62 degrees, and the humidity is not that bad.
Feels great out there.
Yeah, much better than it was in mid-July. 7:04 your time. We're back and talking to Melissa Presswood. We're actually talking about the big college fair that's coming up, and one thing we didn't mention was where the fair is going to be, Melissa.
Well, we were talking about Lee University earlier, and
Yes.
they're actually hosting the fair for
Are
us this
they?
year. Yes, so we're having it there at the Walker Arena on the university campus.
Well, you know, that's kind of a coup for them when you think about having the opportunity to have 1,000 seniors and juniors on your campus.
Right, it works out well for them
It
and
does.
for us.
It does work out well. During the break, we were talking about this, Andrew, and you had a question, I believe.
Yes, you know, when my daughter, my youngest daughter, was looking at which school she wanted to go to, we were hoping and praying for a scholarship, and she did get some. But, you know, the process for getting loans for kids, sometimes they don't have the parent assistance to do it. Do y'all assist them with that as well? I mean,
We do. We're actually hosting an event at Bradley Central this coming Tuesday at 6:30 in the library, and it's called like a FAFSA night, or a night to learn everything that you want to know about applying for college and getting scholarships and paying for college that you didn't know and didn't know who to ask.
yeah, those FAFSA forms, whoa. I mean, that's a chore.
Exactly.
It is a chore.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so that's why we're having this event. And I know Walker Valley is going to have one at their school on Thursday evening in their auditorium.
It can be quite mind-boggling for for students, teenagers who not familiar with the process, it can be either a minefield or a maze. You don't know which one.
Right, you do have to be directed through it, and
Yeah.
it changes every year, so it's good for parents and students to attend these events. Even if you had had a child go through previously, you know, things have changed a little bit, so it's important to attend these events every year.
And the thing about the FAFSA, for those parents who don't know, is, you know, you have to do it every year.
You do.
You have to do it every year, and you have to have a lot of stuff handy. So I think that's great, because if I hadn't had my sister who is at Lee say, no, you need to get this, 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 and this, I was like, huh? You know, it's a chore.
Right, so we'll be hosting, you know, these events here in the fall where we teach people what they need to have prepared, kind of what the steps are for applying for college and applying for financial aid.
Right.
And then in January, when it's time to fill out the FAFSA, we'll have people on campus who will help us with that process. I know Cleveland State will be coming to Bradley a couple times in January to actually help students and parents fill out the FAFSA.
Great. Do you find that more students are looking at junior colleges like Cleveland State as the way to get into a higher learning, but they haven't decided yet what they want to do with their life? Is that kind of a trend?
I think for some students it is, and especially, you know, with the different scholarship opportunities available, such as the Tennessee Achieves program, a lot of students are choosing to go to community colleges this year especially.
What about the Hope Scholarship? That's available to all students, I suppose, as long as they have meet a certain criteria?
Right, for the Hope Scholarship they have to have a 3.0 GPA or a 21 on the ACT.
Okay, so that's pretty good incentive.
It is.
For them to
Make good grades.
make good grades, which good grades translates into better paying jobs.
Right, right.
when
And a
you
lot of
get out of
students don't
school.
realize how easy it is, you know, to get the Hope Scholarship. I was talking to a student just a couple of days ago, and he said, if only we had known, this is so easy, everybody could get this.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing. If a student wants to major in music, there are certain colleges that do that. We mentioned Lee University. If they want to become an engineer, I guess Tennessee Tech would be a great choice.
That would
One
be
of
a
the
great
best
choice.
schools.
UTK also has a great engineering program.
In fact, I think the county engineer, civil engineer, is a graduate of the UTK program, Sandra Knight. If they wanted to become an educator, a teacher like yourself, there's all kinds of schools for that.
Right.
If they wanted to go, well, the field is so broad. If they wanted to go into the ministry, a lot of private schools. I just about spilled my coffee. See my reflexes this morning? Not too bad for so early in the morning. If they wanted to go into the ministry, Bryan University, Wesleyan, of course, Lee. There's just a broad spectrum
Right.
of opportunities.
And we encourage students as they're attending the college fair, you know, if they have a certain major in mind, as they're walking around talking to the college reps, they need to talk about that major and make sure that the schools that they're interested in offer the different majors that they're interested in.
What do you find the obstacle to a lot of students in choosing a college or choosing a career path? I hear this from my grandkids. Well, I don't want to do that. I like that. I really like that, but you can't make any money at it. Do students tend to choose a field based on the amount of money they can make?
I think it depends on the student. Some students, you know, that's a top priority for them. Other students choose based on something that is fun. It just depends on what the student's interested in.
Of course, I may be wrong, but I tried to counsel my grandkids, don't choose a career based on how much money you'll make. Choose something that'll make you happy.
Right, that's what we want, something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah, and I think that's what the fair will help them sort out. Good. Well, the fair is going to be what day?
It's going to be this Wednesday, September 14th.
Okay.
And we'll open it at 8 a.m. and it closes around 3 p.m. And students are welcome to attend. Parents are welcome to attend as well if they just want to drop in.
Okay, so that's this Wednesday at Lee University. Is there a certain place where they go register on campus when they get there?
They just need to come to the Walker Arena.
Walker Arena, right there in the gymnasium where the Flames play.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's going to be an exciting day, and I know that Lee University will be great hosts, and they're a wonderful, wonderful community partner here. We've been talking to Melissa Presswood, Bradley Central High School, talking about the big college fair coming up, but there's a lot more to uncover and discover. We're going to talk to Becky Guthrie in just a moment from Cleveland City Schools, but right now take another break at 7:10 and 62 degrees. You're watching Tennessee Valley This Morning.